Welcome to day 482 of The Journey Begins. Welcome in, Tristan. We are currently under Inkwood. We've got our cold brew ready, and we are going to see how much we can do in about an hour. The image, or the portal behind us, is going to be the path to the Inkwood library. That is going to be entered through what is going to be a well here. See if we can get out and show that off. Oh, I guess it is night. But so we're going to make a kind of unassuming well here. Welcome in Luffy Gears and crew. And then there'll be some kind of water feature that will eventually kind of take us down to that portal. We'll go through a controlled tunnel in the nether. By controlled, we mean how whatever dimensions we make it, 5 by 5, whatever. All the walls will be either a solid color or some kind of gradient. So it won't be known that you're going through the nether. It'll be more like going through portal. Welcome in, I think it was George and Object. And welcome in Big Leaf. So we'll take a quick status of welcome in Isabel and random of our gradient that we're working on here, and welcome in Bigler and our line here of what our ravine is going to look like. So we've got this side done. Now we're going to go start on the other side today. Welcome in Soph. Let's grab a few carrots since we're getting a little low. Do we have any golden carrots? Did we bring? Oh, we did have a golden carrot. Okay. Yeah, while we were welcome in Angel, while we were topping up our tools yesterday, we had so many welcome in IDK. I don't know. Welcome in Noah and Theron and Zayden. Yeah, we had and blank. We had so many gold armor in reserve that we started recycling some of it and getting the gold flakes. There was a traps and Dose. Jason, welcome in, welcome in. How's your Sunday going? And Jason, Aiden. And so we made some golden carrots with the gold leaf that we got out of that. It's golden nugget, but we'll probably call it gold leaf. We probably won't use all the Minecraft names. Welcome in Alexander, and apologies if I miss anybody's name. I'm trying to keep up while we're doing this. Soccer and Mr. Opposite. If there's any questions about the story that we're trying to work on, Minecraft, our streaming setup, Legos, any of that kind of stuff, feel free to pop it in chat. We are trying to get the chat trying to be more engaging. We're welcome in Tails, trying to get to 300 followers on Twitch. So if you like these kind of chill storytelling or long form storytelling streams, feel free to pass it along. Or on TikTok, we're trying to get to 300. Also on Twitch, but Twitch, our first goal is 100 and making affiliate. So, which we're live on TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Forgot to mention that earlier. Yeah, okay. Welcome in, Luna. Yeah, any likes, shares, if you're into that kind of stream, this kind of stream, I appreciate it. And if not, still happy to have you here as long as you feel like staying. Welcome in, Jake. While we do want to grow the channel, we also want it to be enjoyable, so I don't want anyone to feel obligated. Welcome in, G. Okay, so let's make sure. Can we grab that? Okay, good. We don't want to lose the flower. Welcome in, LZ. Let's take down this bit here. We're not actually leveling for the purposes of terraforming like in Overmorrow. So our city at spawn. This is going to be the ravine, so we're leveling this down to see what shape we want it. So when we take it down, it kind of fits the story that we're trying to tell around it. We don't want it too narrow, and we also don't want to make it so wide that it becomes a really long-term project. It's a project we want to get done this year, ideally in a couple months. And we're not working on it all at once either. We're kind of scouting positions, laying down the perimeters, and then kind of frameworking the builds and then filling it in. So 4 or 5 phases to all of these, and we're kind of bouncing around between them as we go. And the reason for that is once we do hit our goals, we want to be able to put polls and point redemptions, whatever the equivalent is on TikTok as well. Put that out to the community and see what everyone wants to see on those particular days. I mean, it won't be every stream, but once we're kind of feeling that we need to bounce around a little bit, we can put that out there. Oh, welcome in. I am something. And I do. And Tristan. Hoping everyone is having a good weekend so far. Assuming it's still the weekend for you. I know there are probably some people tuning in the Asian Pacific area, like Australia. So I guess it would be Monday, or approaching Monday morning there. Let's keep one of these on because we want to. Let's just keep this water feature here because it's already fairly deep. Right, so let's start cutting through. What? No, we're keeping the water feature. Then, we'll let that come over, and then we need to over here somewhere, maybe like right here. Is this gonna be wide enough? Let's see. Let's come up top here. Welcome in, Zayden. Okay, so this is pretty good here. Okay, so that's yeah, so I think that'll work. So we'll start slowly getting that line going here. Yeah, so that we'll start it here, and then we'll start that gonna be wide enough? That actually might be a little on the wide side. Oh, let's go get our materials. Welcome in, get going. All right, so let's get that dirt here. All right, and then we'll cut through here. We want to get a good line going down that'll help us decide what we want to take out of the stream or take out of the area. All right. Let's Oh, nice. Okay, dirt. Back to our stone. And this all helps too because we need, well, we need stone for the library. We need stone for framing out things. Welcome Peyton. And we need a lot of stone for Haven's End. I said I think we're approaching 80% done there, so I'm confident we can get at least the slabs done on Haven's End, our city in the Nether, done this year. There we go. Yeah, so we're streaming an hour every day while we can. If we make affiliate or 300 followers on TikTok, we'll start doing 2-hour weekend streams. So 2 hours on Saturday and Sunday. With the, you know, exceptions as needed if we have other events going on, of course. And weekend streams, we'll probably have to cut down the number, at least initially. We'll still try to do them maybe in the evenings. And evening specific time. But for now, an hour every weekday. And weekend. Well, an hour every day. Yeah. So yeah, that's our kind of streaming thoughts at the moment. Right, how much of that dirt can we get out? Okay. Oh, we should probably put a torch down because it's getting dark. Welcome NFX. All right. Let's put one over here too. Just hopefully that'll help us remember. Welcome in Kang. Torch will help us, well, help us see the outline at night and also well, keep guys like that away. Okay. Okay. Welcome in, Katie. So let's get rid of all the dirt here. I think one night we can get away with working. We won't have the phantoms. All right. Welcome in, Vanna. How's it going? Your weekend? Sorry? Oh, our inventory's full, so we need to drop off some stuff. Is there? Oh, there is. Okay, that's why that's not decaying. Okay. Alright, so I'll put all that in there. Okay, that's good. Okay. Welcome in, Ahoa. I'm probably pronouncing that way wrong. I mean, Katie. Oh, you don't need any help. Nope, stay away. Oh, yeah. So things like this are temporary, if that isn't obvious. But we're keeping it for now as a simplified beacon. So when we're flying over and coming in, we have, or we're kind of down in a trench digging. Day's been pretty good so far. We're still early, making progress on our ravine on Inkwood here. We got the other side lined up. Come end of the coming day, Minecraft day, we'll take a look and see what this side looks like. Hopefully we can get this outline today. think this side should be a little bit easier. But with that said, how's your day going, Katie? Any Minecraft projects or other plans that you want to share? And no obligation to. Welcome in, Steph and Aiden. Okay, so we don't need to take this out too far. This is where we'll start tapering. Okay, are we good on? Okay. And okay, did we? We got hit with the poison, so we need to go back to a little bit of safety. But we got them dispatched for now. Oh, and the torches in here are also temporary. As we actually dig the ravine down to a 0 or bedrock, the torches will go with us. Oh, nice. I never really got good at piano. I think I played a little bit when I was really young. Never anything formal. But yeah, I do like what is it? The piano stuff in like Great Big World, and older stuff like the canon in D minor, Furelise, things like that. Bit of mixture. Yeah, it's definitely something I would like to do. Tried that in guitar for a little bit. I did play saxophone for 5 years. So I definitely appreciate the work that goes into learning an instrument and becoming good at it. Let's follow this so we don't played is a generous term. Like I could play some Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, things like that. I kept having to stop and relearn, so I never got into any significant songs. But I did enjoy it. Oh, yeah. Singing with the piano is definitely a good skill to have. That's one thing I never really got into. I definitely appreciate the work that goes into singing. It's one of the things that I didn't get into myself. Yeah. I think the most complex I got was the intro to Smoke on the Water. I did attempt some classical gas, but I didn't get very far on that. Oh, so we definitely want to make this wider over here, so we need to be careful. Yeah. Yeah, I think like most skills, like some people are naturally good, but it's not their thing, and they're good at multiple things, so it's finding what skill you have that you enjoy that adds to the world. Yeah, music and art are things I've enjoyed. but never had the pull of like writing code or more of the engineering side of things is where my path took me. Yeah, yeah. Finding your skills quickly and ideally something that you're good at is important, and I guess a bit of luck involved as well. But I think how you approach it can help you appreciate others' skills as well. Like even if it's not for you, you can recognize the skill that goes into it. My art side kind of capped out at his name Ed Emberley or something like that. It's basically like a step up from tracing. Welcome in, and but I guess on the kind of creative side, that's what kind of got us into Minecraft. So having a engineering background. So the stuff that draws me now is more math puzzles, writing software, robotics, things of that technical nature. Zombie set us on fire. But as we were trying to say, on the creative side, I liked Minecraft for the building, so kind of the architecture side of it. But then also the redstone, being able to do kind of an analog for electronics. But then what we're doing here is actually trying to write 2 stories. One in kind of journal form that we're going to put a link for on GitLab whenever we get it a little farther along, and that'll be free. Because we'll be, talking about Minecraft assets, so make sure we're following their guidelines. But we're actually trying to build a story here that will be part of a novel that we're trying to write, so that when it's done, which could be a while, you could download the Minecraft world and kind of walk through the story as you're reading it. Oh, hey Ash, welcome back. How's it going? Yeah, math, I enjoy it. Also not for everyone. Also think it kind of depends on how you were exposed to it. I did a lot of tutoring on math and had to kind of fill in a lot of gaps that people were exposed to in their initial learning of algebra, trig, calculus, kind of the intro stuff. Yeah, I'm hoping people like it. I think now's as good a time as any. We did not finish the build, but we will take a stop up here at our observation point. We did get the outline done, so we can see we started trying to taper it a little bit. So we got the outline of the ravine on the western side done, so it's going to come through here. We have our cobblestone laid down. So the next phase is getting the eastern side done, and then we'll take all of the cobblestone down to 0, at least 0, if not bedrock. So that's what we're working on over here. It's kind of rounding this off. Yeah, see your line there. So our goal here, we need to get from the cobblestone here to this waterway back here. That's our goal for today. Oh, and welcome in, Star. Being into the... Oh, thank you. Glad it's looking good. Yeah, being into the music and singing, do you do any writing, Katie? The novel project is definitely out of my immediate wheelhouse, but it's something that we wanted to do. And we want to kind of tie that into kind of the long-term build as well, so we can build the community. So anyone that kind of comes in, particularly if anyone is regular, they'll get to see more of the story like unfolding as we're kind of brainstorming out loud. I mean, not all of it will make it into the novel, and not all of it will make it into whatever form we brainstorm. And same goes for the kind of journal style thing as well, but yes, I'm, who was it? I want to say it was Fwip, but don't quote me on that. I was doing an interview on the Spawn Chunks podcast and kind of came to that conclusion of, in your early days of Minecraft, you keep a lot of dirt and then you kind of forgo it and kind of toss it away. And then you, once you play long enough, you realize you can never have enough dirt, because the bigger the project, the more likely you are you're going to run out of multiple resources. So yes, we do love dirt. We actually need a lot of dirt for Overmorrow, like converting the sand into dirt, which is going to be a blessing and a curse, because that means we want to have some snow golems, but we have to be careful where we put them, because as soon as we put them down in the desert, they'll melt immediately. So we have to be careful on that. Okay, there we go. Oh, nice. Another medical. I avoided as much biology as possible. I have not had lunch yet. It'll probably be in an hour or two. It's still kind of approaching that early lunch, late breakfast time. I did do some biomechanical engineering classes, but yeah. Oh, I will. Yeah. I'll when I get off stream here, so in about an hour it'd be time to eat, and we have some leftover beef stew, so we're ready to go there. But I did like some of the biomechanical engineering kind of you know, like connecting nerve signals and whatnot to reading them on sensors and having robotic arms respond to that. But ultimately went into like the general software direction. Also, I don't know if I could handle the demand of paramedic. Definitely hats off there. Nice. Oh, reading about like paramedics and biomechanical engineering. Yeah, feel free to let loose if it's something that you're interested in like that. Let's see, is it breakfast Monday morning for you, Ash? Oh yeah, that's definitely a good good skill to have, and a worthwhile career path. Oh, thank you, Ash, for the share. Appreciate it. that's one of, well, helping people, I guess, is one of the ways I kind of leaned into during some of my, well, even now, but more so in my earlier career of making technology more accessible. It doesn't need to be hard. It's understanding what level people are at, how they learn, what they want to do with the technology. Because if you're not like me and enjoy it in general, then teaching all the general stuff is just not a good use of time. If your goal is to, I don't know, counting or artificial limbs or making your cargo or playing video games, those are all very different skills. So you need to really dial in on what people want to use it for, and then I feel like it sticks more when they can apply it to their day-to-day life. Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, exactly, Katie. Same, yeah, same. I ran into that a lot in well, the math tutoring I was mentioning. Like once you get up to like basic trig, that's probably where it diverges for a lot of people. Oh. Okay, it's good knowing your algebra, basic trig for repairs around a house, recognizing bad creeper. Basic angles, things like that. Yeah, that's the story of the build. I keep forgetting to turn my game monitor on so I can hear the Minecraft audio. So I get a lot of creepers sneaking up on me. Thank you for the follow, Katie. Oh, yeah, great to have you in chat. Come back anytime. Yeah, creepers now are something I just kind of watch out for, but they're not as worrisome. Generally, keep my armor repaired enough that 2 or 3 creeper blows aren't so bad. Although I think it's on our TikTok and Instagram of a scene where in our creeper farm, so we were asking for it, blew us off from a top platform, so we took creeper damage, fall damage, and then a husk was waiting for us, so it was 1, 2, 3, and we actually died. But as luck would have it, we had just set our spawn point at a bed 5 blocks away from where we died. So, yeah. We recovered and learned our lesson there. I do not know. I would like to see more golems. I was a fan of the copper golem or any other golem. And that was a topic brought up on the spawn chunks based on the movie, the Swift Golem. I don't know if that would come into play, but I think golems, maybe out of different metals, might target, well, you could have them target different mobs, you could have them work as maybe like a laze. So I'm a fan of not limiting things to just one way of doing it. And encouraging You know, the thought of just because something exists doesn't mean that everyone is going to use it. Because while we use the elytra now, we spent like the last year not using it because we were in the nether working and just didn't need it. And we don't have a beacon here, we're just doing it by hand, so. And there are much more efficient ways to do lots of things we do, but it doesn't have the same enjoyment for me, so I don't think we need to lock into that idea. But anyway, yeah, I would like to see more golems, and they could do something entirely different too. Appreciate the Nutri-Grain. I will grab some food in about 30-40 minutes here. Yeah, I forget what the copper golem was gonna do, but we have the iron, or not the iron. We have the snow golem too. So having things like that, I think, are helpful. There was the creature, the mob that was able to detect like darkness. I forget what that was called. One of the mob boats, but you could have a whole new creature, or maybe a different different golem that does that. So making it out of different metals does different things. And I think it would be leaning into the idea of the unique crafting from it. If you had a golem, but if you added to the recipe of, you know, you put in however much iron, but then, you know, a block of gold, diamonds, the right whatever, turns it into a different golem that does some specific task, could be interesting. We need that. Okay, we can drop that off. I do need a conduit, so we'll probably keep that on us now. Oh, where's our line? Okay, so this way we need to come back out because we might even need to make it white too. Oh, what? Alright, so is that going to be wide enough? Let's just start here. Let's say 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to try this out. We want it to be at least 15, if not more. This is going to be our minimum. Alright, so we'll cut through here. How far? So that's not going to be too bad. No. Okay. We can... Okay, yeah, we got room for our dirt. So we'll do some dirt. We'll have to plop down some chests on this side, but... I think we can get this side, the perimeter lined out today. Can make that goal. Okay. Grab the shovel, that would help. Oh, Okay, so we don't want to necessarily. Oh, here. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Come in, Ludi. Going. Check one thing real quick here. Yeah, we forgot to mention we have Ellie AJ. This Ella J99 was our streamer in the other year, but it looks like they just went offline. Yeah, so we're trying to continue with that of even though we're not a particularly large stream, still mentioning other streamers that we like and helping contribute to not just our goals, but building a stronger community in general. All right, so let's this needs to come out this way then, right? And then this is going to be our 15. Right. So we can play with this a little bit here, maybe. Yeah, that's going to be too narrow there. So let's just fix this while we're here. This definitely needs to be wider. We can come in the back here. This is going to be too short distance. So we'll do that. We'll come back here. And maybe something like that. That'd be a little bit wider. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. I'll take that out. Well, it's just whether we make the line solid on this side or the other side, but that's good. Right. Hit the wall here. And we need to make our way up, get our line this side. Yeah, saying a city has a, we're calling it ravine. I guess there's probably a more technical term for it. But saying it has a ravine in a book is a lot easier than building the ravine. Welcome in, Rex. So let's take out some of the trees that give us more light eventually. Oh, okay. Let's put a torch down there so it's not so bad on stream. Welcome in, Gus, goat. Somebody? Oh. Hey. Alright, so we're just gonna have to hope we can get all of it. Okay, that's good, good, good. Oh, that works out okay. I think we got all of it. More here. Okay. We're gonna need to go sleep. Welcome in. Not miss something. if the turns ever look like the POV gets too jarring, let me know. We haven't actually changed the POV setting. It's whatever the default is. But sometimes it seems okay, and other times it's fast. So I don't know how that comes across on stream. Oh, so this. Oh wait, we're not going from there. Okay. This should probably get pushed back a little bit more here too, but deal with that later. Comes here. Okay. Here. We did not drop stuff off. This is good enough then. It's over here. Yeah, okay, we're good then. So now we can go pick up that stuff. What is our time? Okay. Okay, we'll take down this bit here. Okay. With this leveling, I actually don't think we're gonna make it to the end, but we'll be close because it's, I think, right around the other side of this bend here. Yeah, I think we're probably take out this line here. Yeah. That should get us a pretty good line on that side, and then we're almost to the back. And we dropped off some tools for our spirit account at the location of the Inkwood library. Which we actually need to figure that out. It's over 10,000 blocks away, but we should actually take the time to figure out the distance as the crow flies to there from here. Welcome in, Aphrodite. How's it going? Assuming it's Sunday or early Monday. Are you working on anything Minecraft or builder game related? That day is going pretty well. We're getting a good portion of the perimeter of the east side of our ravine that we're working on done for our little town. So how's the weekend going, or working on any Minecraft projects? Oh, we filled that up already. Adjust our mic a little bit there. Welcome in, it's Freedom. Oh. Well, glad you didn't fall down the stairs, and hoping it wasn't. Hoping there weren't many stairs, and able to catch yourself quickly. Never fun to fall in general. in that case, I'm glad that you didn't fall. Yeah, don't like hearing anyone get hurt. And appreciate the follow. And the like. Yeah, I guess the one exception would be like intentionally doing something like skydiving, but that's a more controlled environment. Oh, okay, so this is good. So we come out here, run away from the fire zombie. And get caught by the fire zombie. Now we go get the rest of our stuff. I think we have a lot of dirt up here we need to get. Yeah, like as mentioned earlier, like dirt is something we used to just kind of throw away resource, but we need so much of it now for terraforming projects, and we are working on a village, Inkwood, which will show part of a bigger complex of villages and cities. Uh-oh. Oops. That wouldn't have been a good fall either. Okay. So this road here goes back to Inkwood, or goes back to Overmorrow, which is a city that we're building at spawn, a big half circle, 513 blocks in diameter. Our story starts there, and our character makes it over here to Inkwood. The ravine is part of the story, making it difficult to get into the town, except for the bridge here, which is a placeholder for now. We have our clock tower that we're on. For now, it's just observation, but we're going to use... Well, I'm calm because I've done it so many times. And we'll take a side note there. We have 3 accounts that we play on this server for different purposes. This is what we call our hero account. Our spirit account is one that we use for dangerous stuff. So we've fallen into lava in the nether over 1,000 times, I would say. So we give, on that account, we'll give it just a stack of stone or whatever to do, or a single pickaxe, and get whatever it can get done before ultimately it falls in lava, hits by a ghast, whatever. And then we kind of work that into the story of it's another character that just does whatever whenever you need something dangerous done. Yeah, thanks. And then our third one is another character. And we just call it the AFK account here, but we're going to work that into our story. And so when we need to sit at our gold farm or creeper farm or whatever, we just sit it there. And that account came out of the need for wanting to separate our active playtime from our passive playtime. I think we're something over 2,000 hours on this account, and probably 100 or 200 of that is AFK. But now we can log into our AFK account and see how much time we're actually spending doing that and how much time we're active. So that's why we have the 3 accounts, and then that kind of spawned the idea of doing a long form, like trying to write a novel and working those kind of accounts into characters and making a story out of it. And thank you. This is Bedrock Survival. And we have, I guess, multiple accounts. Well, multiple game purchases of it too. We play on, well, PC here, Switch, mobile, Chromebook. The realm is private for now. However, if you go to Linktree, so linktr.ee/mindtripmedia, you'll find a link to GitLab there, and every 6 months we take a backup of the world and upload it there. So if you want to take what we've done so far and do something else with it, you're welcome to do that. So we're trying to keep the world open to everyone, just keeping the realm private for now. Ooh, well, good luck on the homework. Hope it's not too taxing. Ooh, the worst kind of homework. Not started. But thank you for hopping in, Name. And, oh, yeah, and as we kind of frame out things, we'll bring up to the community what we should work on next, what we should add details to or frame out or that kind of thing. And so if someone wants to do something in the world and kind of wants us to do some of the work first, then that's a way for the community to get involved in that. So we're planning, we haven't hit our goals yet, but for example, we're planning on working on the library complex next. So if someone wanted more work done on that before they get to it, they could cash in points or whatever once we get to that point, and we could get some of the work done first. And then they could kind of take it from there. Granted, it would kind of be whatever style that I'm thinking of, but still potentially could save someone some work or give them something to work off of. All right, so let's cut through some of this and see if we can get a feel for what this line needs to do, which means taking down some of these trees. Welcome in, Tails VA. So let's see, how far can we go? I guess we could jump up, use the tree to get a little bit higher. Can we get all the way up? Yes. Okay, good. So we won't have to use our flint and steel here. Welcome in, Molly. Right, so let's... Let me get over. Oh, we can come over here on this side. Maybe we can jump on that. Yes, perfect. On the plus side with this, having all this extra wood, we can... I will just put something here for now. We can turn that into sticks and cash those in at the bank and the nether and get some more emeralds, and that will help us with getting some diamond tools from one of our toolsmiths. Right, so let's okay, see what that does there. I need to take this out. Oh, good. On. Okay. I don't think we'll get it all lined out, but I think we'll have a significant start on it. I think within another 2 hours, so 2 days maybe. Which was our goal. We wanted to finish the line on. Oh, someone went through the portal and came out on this side. Welcome in, Petro. Oh, we're at an hour too, so I think we're gonna pick up our materials and probably start wrapping up. We have some other things to do. Stick down the trees though, so those can start decaying, the leaves can start decaying, and then we can get a better view of what's in here. Alright, so is this high enough? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, okay. How much of this can we get out? Okay, good. Get it enough that we can pick it up from the ground. Perfect. Got the top part of the tree here. Okay. Okay, so let's pop off our extra material here. Okay. Welcome back, Curie. I recognize that name. I think welcome back. Alright, let's get all of this in place. Or clear it out, okay. Oh, we need to clear out this, okay. So that should let that fall, okay. Good. So I think we'll drop off some stuff here again. Even though we just did it. Okay. We'll go to our observation. Welcome in, BAF. We'll take a look over here. Yeah, so that's pretty good. I think we might take this back piece here and follow the wall a little bit more to connect it back there. I think that'll be wide enough. Gotta push it back, and then as this comes down, this will give it a little character, having a little, not be so round, having it a little imperfection on the side there. Right, this is coming through. It's a little narrow there, but I think either we cut it through here or we continue around and just kind of let it go. And this needs to come down. Probably follow it along the clearing here. Welcome in, Taylor. Following in over here, and then kind of follow the clearing to the sand pit here. And then probably follow what we can see of the clearing here, kind of straight back to this little sand wall there. Not a terrible amount. The biggest thing will probably be getting this section of stone and diorite here down the 5 or 10 levels that it is. Because taking the ravine down will be a later step, so we don't need to get rid of all the dirt here just yet. We just need to know where our outer line is. I think that will be a good line there. And then I don't think we'll put a line necessarily, but getting rid of this dirt here, where these handful of the regular oak trees are, so that we can make this lake a little bigger, would be, we'll add that into our perimeter, I guess, project on this side. We won't take it all the way down. We'll just take it down below water 1 block. But with that out of the way, that'll give us the good picture of what we want the path to look like and what we want our lake feature in the back to be like. And yeah, some of the water will flow down into the caverns over here. Welcome M4X. Some of it will end up over. Oh, yeah, some will flow that way. Some will flow through the ravine on this side, and we'll take it down really deep to 0 or bedrock. We've made some good progress. And that is our goal for today. Yeah, we'll do 2-hour streams once we hit 300 followers on TikTok, or making affiliate for 100 followers on Twitch, whichever comes first there. Welcome in, Mr. Orange. But getting ready to wrap up, I think. Work some on our writing project and other projects, so oh, thank you for the follow of E737 800 planes. Welcome in. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up, but hope you can join us again. We're streaming every day for at least the near future. We don't have a set time yet. It's usually between 10 and 11 a.m. Pacific time during the week, and in 2 to 3 on Saturdays, and between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. on Sundays when we start. So kind of a wide range, but we'll try to tighten it up as we get closer to our goals and try to accommodate more time zones and more regulars. Welcome in metal bod. But yeah, sun's going down. So with that, thank you everyone. Thank you Aphrodite, Ash, and Kate for joining in on chat today, and for on Twitch as well, for joining this step of the journey. If you want to check out more of what we're working on, you can check us out on Linktree, so linktr.ee/mindtripmedia, and the link for that will also be on the outro screen here in a second. It will have links to the VOD for this, our TikTok, Pinterest, our mostly Lego YouTube build, yeah, Twitch, TikTok, Blue Sky, our social presence in general. Any of the other projects we're working on are over there as well. You can find a link to GitLab, which will have the world downloads for this world. We update that every 6 months. So we'll be updating that end of June, early July. For the next January of this year is the current version that's up. And with that, we'll plan on finishing the eastern, I think it's the eastern side of the ravine tomorrow, getting the perimeter lined out. And so with that, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow when the journey continues. And thank you again for everyone for the likes and shares. We appreciate it. Hope everyone has a good rest of their Sunday, early Monday, depending on where you are in the world.